Doing today, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. The shower. It's raining in Sydney right now. What about Montreal?
I don't think it's raining right now, but it's cloudy. You got rain over there, Frankie?
Yes, in Vancouver too.
Vancouver as well. Let me just get you hooked up here. I was in the middle of doing a song and I lost track of time. Frankie, are you in Sydney, Nova Scotia, downtown in the city tonight?
Yes.
So let's just get all hooked up here. Frankie McDonald's got his umbrella. Do not try this at home. Frankie, what kind of umbrella is that?
It's blue and black and things like this. It's raining outside in Sydney right now. Hey everybody, I'm at the Circle K store on George Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia, on the corner of Townsend Street and George Street. I'm Frankie Doan. You're listening to Bass Guy's show. And Bass Guy makes his own music and things like this, and Bass Guy's doing really well. So far, I'm up by the Circle K store on George Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia, on the corner of Townsend Street and George Street. It's similar to Couche-Tard in Quebec. Circle K is similar to Couche-Tard in Quebec. I'm up by the Circle K store. Here it is on corner of Townsend Street and George Street. It's similar to Circle K in Quebec. I mean.
So there's Frankie at the Circle K. When did you film that? A couple of weeks ago?
That was back in earlier in the month.
Do you go to the Circle K like once a week or something?
Yes, I went there. Things are great so far. I was at Circle K convenience store. I just filmed a video myself at Circle K. It looks great so far. And you did the Couche-Tard part.
Do you know any of the staff there? Did they ever say hi to you?
Yes, they know me. They say hi to me. They're doing great so far.
That's amazing. Me too at the Couche-Tard. They always say hi. And they even watch the show. They've seen you on my show before, the guys at Couche-Tard.
Yes.
Raymond and Gabriel. Shout out to Raymond and Gabriel. They quit. Quit. They don't work there right now, but Raymond and Gabriel.
Hi, Raymond and Gabriel. I'm doing great so far.
There you go. So talking about weather, we had a bit of snow this week, right, Pat?
Yeah, it was flurries. Didn't stay on the ground much, but I think actually in St. Anne de Bellevue, you guys had a little bit of accumulation. I think on the bird feeder, you showed some pictures.
Yeah, we had like we woke up in the morning and there was like a good like 5 centimeters or something, like wet white snow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess in the city it's warmer downtown, so but that's good. You guys got some accumulation. Yeah, it's always like that. You guys get the good accumulating snow, and it melts faster here in the city because of the heat, I guess.
So that was October 31st or 30th, right? 30th.
I seen that on Facebook. On top of the cruise ship was covered with snow because cruise ship was in the snowy area before reaching Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Oh, cool. So it was out at sea and there was its own weather and it brought the snow into Sydney Harbor.
Oh, that makes
Brought
sense.
the snow on the cruise ship.
Wow, that's really cool. I love winter. How about you, Frankie?
That means, and did you hear there's lots of cruise ships going around? There's a lot of ships going around. They get earthquakes in Indonesia. Back in 2004, Indonesia had a 9.0 magnitude earthquake. There's an asteroid in 1997, XF11, head towards here on October 26, 2028.
Hey, Frankie, I was going to ask you, when is the asteroid coming that will hit the Earth?
It's going to bypass the Earth. That's going to change the weather. It's going to change the mood of the Earth. That's going to cause a lot of earthquakes somewhere in the world. Even the asteroid misses the Earth.
Okay, so it's going to miss the Earth, you think? Okay. One did hit the Earth before, eh? In Mexico, is that right?
In Russia in 2013, 10 years ago, the asteroid hit somewhere in Russia.
And do you like snow, Pat?
Oh, I love the snow. I love heavy snowstorms. I love blizzards. It's exciting and it's beautiful. There's always a chance to get great footage.
What's that, Frankie? Do you think an asteroid's going to hit the planet anytime soon, Pat?
I don't know. I guess Frankie's the expert on that. Let's hope not, eh? But who knows? Maybe in a million years, or you never know, right? It's always possible.
I remember
around 5 to 7 billion years from now, the sun will turn into red giant. That's going to engulf then a planetary nebula that will become the white dwarf, then a black dwarf, then a black hole.
And is there a black hole at the center of every galaxy? It's a great time of the year at winter when it gets colder. The atmosphere is like thinner, I guess, and you can see the stars better on a clear, cold night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I love about winter. You know, it's the air's so clean and crystal clear. Yeah, they say winter is the best time for star watching and for that sort of thing. Yeah.
So be mindful of light pollution. Careful for light pollution. Shouldn't have too many lights on in the city and stuff like that. If you have too many house lights or lights everywhere, then it screws up the migration of the birds. And like we were talking about, they changed the color of the bridge, right, in Montreal?
Yeah, exactly. They made it like a bluish green to help the birds migrate. I think it has something to do with their flight path or something, and it helps their migration. So, yeah, cool. It's something that's positive, you know.
And Pat, when I was on Allen's Hill this week in Beaconsfield, I could see the bridge in Montreal.
Oh wow, that's spectacular! Yeah, it's I have to visit Allen's Hill one day. It's quite the beautiful location.
Allen's Hill is a toboggan hill that we've been going on since like the 70s. Do you have a toboggan place that kids go to, Frankie?
I used to do that in the 1990s when I was a kid.
Where do you go to do that in Sydney? Where do you go tobogganing?
Down across the street. From my house back then.
What kind of sled?
That means when I went tobogganing, that means, and that's a long time. And in GT, that's during my childhood days, back in the 1990s.
Well, I hope you guys are having fun tonight. It's fun just talking and chilling out.
Yeah, man. Great music, great people. Great
Frankie.
We got a guest here.
Hey, how's it going?
Down right now, eh?
Frankie McDonald. Who is that? What did he say, Frankie?
He's a big fan of mine. He's just saying hi to me and things like this.
Oh, I heard him say there's a lot of rain tonight.
And the West Coast, too.
In the West Coast. What kind of phone are you using, Frankie?
Same as the Galaxy Note 10. And it doesn't have a SIM card in it. My main phone's in the pocket. I'm using that device to be on Bass Guy Show.
So they're stopping SIM cards now. They're just having solid state drive kind of thing.
Or
Yeah,
they just use SIM cards.
Yeah, me and Frankie, our phones have one of these in it. It's a pen, and you can actually write on the screen and draw. It's like a pen that's electronic, and it fits right into the phone. I think you have one too, right, Frankie, on yours?
That means I get the SIM card on my main phone. I'm using my other device without the SIM card.
Okay, I still have a Galaxy S9. That's a pretty old phone.
I remember the S9s. Those were great. But you know what sucks? They got rid of the phone jacks now, the audio jacks. Remember you used to be able to plug earphones in? Can't do that.
That's always pissed me off with new technology. They have 3 rings. It used to be 2 rings on the mini jack, like for left and right. But and all audio music equipment around the world is left and right. And now when they have this speaker in it, it doesn't work or it half works, and you got to get converters. And it's, I don't know. The better things get, the worse they become.
Yeah, true. And you can't even put an SD. You can't even put a what do you call it, card in there? A memory card anymore.
Hey,
removable storage, SD card.
Frankie and Pat, I found an old digital camera, 10 megapixels, and it belonged to Dr. Nair Mumstead, a little tiny digital camera from the year 2000. Way. Yeah, it still works.
Oh, man. Those were the best. And, yeah, it still works. There you go.
Bass Guy, you got the Nikon camera. You can send pictures of scenery to the Weather Network now. You got the link to sign up to the Weather Network.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't done that yet, but that's a great idea because I'm starting photography again, so I might as well send it out to websites.
Yeah, Frankie sent us the link.
So what kind of photos would I have to take, Frankie? What kind of photos?
Scenery photos of these, like just and photos of yourself and send it to the Weather Network just like you did with me.
Oh, so you just say it was a beautiful sunny day to here today and you send it to the Weather Network.
Take pictures of yourself and send it off to the Weather Network outside.
Okay.
They don't do indoor photos. They only do outdoors.
Only outdoors. Okay. I'll do that then. I'll look into it.
Yeah, me too, Frankie. I'm going to sign up and send some pictures to them. Sounds great.
That's cool. So isn't this is cool. We're all like YouTubers. I do music. Sky of the Universe does transit and Montreal and travel. And Frankie McDonald does his dancing, comedy, and weather reports.
It's beautiful. We're creators, you know. It's amazing.
We all do different things, but we all hang out together all the time. And I've noticed over the years we've started hanging out more and more like online because we have, like, when I go out, there's not many people filming and stuff. That's how I met Pat, Frankie.
Yep, at the flood.
He was filming, and I was like, there's a weird guy like me.
Yeah, I remember that. And somehow I saw your video, or you saw my video, and you're like, I was there. And then I started watching the show, and yeah, amazing.
And we were both watching Frankie like way back, like 2010 or something.
Before he went viral, yes. I remember Frankie in the beginning. He used to do walking videos down by the pier, and yeah, I remember those days. You remember, Frankie, the walking videos?
Yes, I remember those days on my old YouTube channel, Flink99. That doesn't exist anymore back then. I did not know how to ignore clowns and trolls and haters back in the day.
And it was actually, this is no joke, Larry, the imaginary producer, is actually a real person in real life, and he's the guy. Larry told me to watch Frankie in Scotland.
The big time troll from 2010. He moved on to the next chapter. It was Digital Mafia. He was the main villain in 2010 back in the day.
Was he your nemesis? He was the vampire, and he was sucking your blood.
He has moved on to the next chapter of his life a long time ago.
So even trolls and bullies and all that. I heard a great comedian on CBC radio today from Winnipeg, I think, and he was saying, like, what was he saying? He's saying, you know, all the people that used to bully me and beat me up at school, all the bullies, they went off and moved off to oil rigs.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know, Jack, but there's actually a holiday train, Canadian Pacific train comes by every year, probably at the end of the month. Yes, at the end of November, and it's all lit up, Christmas decorations, and it travels the whole country. And I think they collect money and food for food banks. So it's a good cause, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
yeah, I've heard about it. I've seen it from your videos, and I've always hear about it. I've never seen it, so this could be the year. Yeah,
it's going to be at Beaconsfield and Montreal West, so maybe you can get the Beaconsfield one. But the base will be
another thing I really, really want to do, which I've been saying for like a decade, is I really want to go to the new updated Biodome.
Oh yeah, I haven't been either to the updated one. Yeah, or the Insectarium. They did both of them completely revamped.
You could spend the whole day there, eh? Go in the morning and leave when it
Yeah,
closes.
yeah, and you can buy a package for the Biodome, Botanical Gardens, Insectarium, and there's also the Planetarium where you go inside and it's talks about astronomy, and it's like a big movie theater, but it's devoted to astronomy. Pretty cool.
Awesome. Oh, and Pat, I keep getting bugged to. They have an observatory in St. Anne's. I think it's
Yes.
McGill at the Arboretum. They have an open day once a year where you can go and spend the night there. Not the whole night, but go for the night, and you can look up through the huge telescope.
Yeah, I've seen that actually when
That
I
means,
visited that area. Really nice.
We should do that. Let's sign up for that and make that like a mandate or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Guys' night out. Yeah, that would be
Frankie,
awesome. Great
Frankie,
idea.
do you have any museums or stuff like that?
Casa hosts one, the Whitney Historical Society, that's another. The Beaton Institute at Cape Breton University and things like this.
If people came to Nova Scotia for their holiday, what would you tell them to do?
They have to see the Casa host in Sydney. You have to go see the Beaton Institute at Cape Breton University, and you have to go see the Whitney Historical Society. Look at the old pictures of Sydney to learn a lot more Sydney.
And Frankie, if you're having a bad day and you're not feeling well and life's being difficult, what should people do to cheer up?
You have to watch cartoon online.
Watch cartoons. That's really good medicine. You should watch Bugs Bunny or something.
Watch cartoon online. I found a website.
Every Saturday morning I put on cartoons on the internet.
They got a website. I knew watch cartoon online since early last decade.
I remember you sent me that list of all the cartoon networks, Frankie.
Yeah.
Pat, what cartoons do you like?
Oh, I used to love cartoons back in the day. Yeah, Bugs Bunny. What was the other one? Tiny Toons, I think it was called. Or yeah, there was the Bugs Bunny. Roadrunner.
Yeah, Roadrunner was our favorite.
Yeah, he never caught the Roadrunner. The coyote never caught him.
And the Smurfs and the Flintstones and the Smurfs were just always on. The Pink Panther, Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah,
back
classics.
In 2017, I saw the Smurfs movie at Cineplex back in the day.
Oh, cool. Was it in 3D or something?
Yes, it was in 3D.
Oh, wow, cool. So I remember the guy in Donnie Darko, the film, explaining the Smurfs, and that Smurfette was planted by Gargamel to infiltrate the Smurfs, but her Smurf goodness overcame everything, and she broke the spell. So Gargamel sent Smurfette to go, mess up the village, but it didn't work because the Smurfness was too strong.
Yeah, there's life lessons in all those stories. If you notice, you have to look between the lines, and you'll always find some kind of message.
Des Strumpf.
And another thing too, I just wanted to show you guys. Maybe you've heard of this, guys. It's the Farmer's Almanac, the Canadian edition.
That's the thing. That's in Back to the Future. Biff Tannen uses that to become rich.
Yeah, and I remember that. And this is it tells you weather poems, the sky, astronomy, the seasons. Try to focus here.
Yeah, let Frankie see it. Frankie, check out this book.
Yes. Farmer's Almanac 2024.
You use that book, Frankie?
I seen it at Shop for Strugmart in Sydney.
Can you tell us, Pat, what it says on page 17?
Yeah, let's flip to page 17 and see. Open it up here, page 17. It says here, let's take a look. This is around the house. It says here, people are using plants and natural materials and adding spa bathrooms and retreat spaces for exercise. Beds will soon rise to reveal couches and tables underneath. And it says here, what else do we have here? Way downsizing. This is a trend. Living small. It says people are getting smaller places and becoming minimalist survivors. So that's like you, Jack, like we try to do.
Yeah, that's what I try. I try to use less and I get rid of everything. It's really difficult, but I'm getting there slowly.
Yeah, exactly. And this tells you what they think trends will be like. So yeah, they're saying people are going to become minimalists.
So it's
because of all the
trends and factoids and tips
yeah.
and suggestions. That's really cool. Where did you get that book?
So I got this book, like Frankie said, from the pharmacy. I know you can order it online. You can buy it at Chapters, Indigo. This one, yeah, like I said, I got it at the pharmacy, and it's $9.99 plus tax, so it's about total $12. So I recommend it. It's fun, it's educational, and I always have these for like the last 6 years. I've been collecting them.
So that's from 2024. So it's from the future. You could do the lottery with that and become a millionaire.
Yeah, you're right. You never know, right? You can make bets and bet on the weather or something. Yeah. And
Frankie,
right.
what did Biff Tannen do with the Farmer's Almanac?
The Sports Almanac. And that means he played it. He traveled back in time.
Oh, and he had like the numbers to the horse races and stuff, and he won millions.
Yeah.
Was that the one where the Cubs won the World Series or something?
I think so, yeah, and they never win or something. That's right. We have Ryan Hector saying, so who saw the snowfall on Monday and Wednesday? And Stefan went to bed.
Me.
I actually went outside and made a little snowball and threw it, like the first snowball.
And
Yeah, that's historical to do that. Yeah, first snowball.
Biff Tannen corrupted at Hill Valley, California.
Hey, I collected a snowball and I kept it in the freezer for 7 years. And you know how I lost it, Pat?
How?
During the ice storm when the power went out.
Oh my god, it melted.
I could have put it outside, but I didn't think that far, so.
That means it was April's ice storm. It was really bad in Montreal. Do you remember 1998 ice storm, how bad it was?
Well, that's what I'm thinking right now, Frankie. We had 20 degrees weather the other day. You could suntan. And then it went down to -4. So if we have fluctuations like that, we could potentially have another ice storm, right? Hot, cold? Anyways.
I remember that back in late July 2023, lightning struck near your house.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You can see it on my one of my shorts, the short videos on YouTube. I'm talking on the internet to Frankie, and lightning hit in front of my street. I saw it, and I jumped out of my seat. I was scared S-less, so.
Yeah, and I remember
then it got uncut for Patreon members.
What's that, Frankie?
They got the uncut version for Patreon members.
Oh yeah, we should put the uncut. I should put parts where I swear and fall off the chair and stuff. And hello, how's it going? Welcome. We're live in Montreal, sir.
She's down in Cape Breton. I just finished playing back. I'm going to the bank. Bye.
How's she going?
Going down to the bank. She's going. Bye. She's going.
Cool. Nice to meet you, sir. Who's that, Frankie?
It's a fan of mine.
That was cool. Did you see him, Pat?
Yeah, I liked his accent. Really nice.
Isn't the internet cool?
It is. It's amazing, eh?
Okay, so you two talk to each other for a while. I'm going to lie down for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, and then we'll end up, okay?
Yeah, rest your back, Jack. You deserve it. Yeah, so Frankie, I was wondering, in where you are, in your part of Nova Scotia, is it?
Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada. That's where Bass Guy went down in 2018 for my first book signing.
Yeah, you guys met in person, I remember, and there's the big fiddle, right? That's what I was going to ask. You have a big fiddle there, I think?
Yes, the biggest fiddle in the world is located in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Bass Guy was there when I was still working at the Mayflower Mall. Bass Guy was there when I was still working.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, the Mayflower Mall. Is the Mayflower Mall still there?
And I was calling in the Bass Guy show. The Mayflower Mall still there in Sydney. I was talking to the Bass Guy show. When Bass Guy arrived in Sydney, Nova Scotia, he was at the big fiddle.
Yeah, I remember. I saw the pictures. That's amazing. And you've been going to some hockey games in the arena lately?
Yes. I was at the Cape Breton Eagles hockey game last night. They lost to Sherwood Phoenix 1-0.
Anyway, the Shundai.
Oh, the Shundai. The Shundai flies. The Shundai dust.
So for some reason, I've lost visual. It won't come back, so I guess we'll end it here. Let's let Pat sign off first, and then Frankie. Thank you, first of all, for both of you being here, and hope to see you again next week, and keep it healthy and wealthy. Yeah, buddy, bro. Lead us out. Buddy, bro. Lead us out, Pat.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, Jack, for having me. It was a pleasure again. And Frankie, thanks for letting me be by your side as well tonight. Remember, check out Jack's website. Support him. He does a lot of work behind the scenes. Have a great night, guys, and a great week. Yeah, man. See you guys soon.
And Frankie, you want to say good night to us?
Good night, Bass Guy. Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Pat, Sky of the Universe, and Frankie McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, Sky of the Universe and Frankie McDonald. Okay, so we have mail, ladies and gentlemen, from Fred on the wall. So let's see if we can get the all thing here. There's so much stuff going on, I can't keep up with everything. We've lost the chat. For some reason, the chat has just decided to disappear, which is not cool. We're having a bit of problems here. That's why I'm stalling for time. No, we lost the chat, but believe me, it's really cool. Let's just go full screen. This is what the old show used to be like. It's from the Amazon, and it says Fragile. So thank you, Fred. It's not funny. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. Thank you, Fred. I actually know what it is because I ordered it, but Fred paid for it. So thank you, Fred. We have an air duster because I usually buy cans of air duster because it's very dusty in my apartment. In Canada, the heating's on all the time because it's cold. So this is, I dust inside the guitars. I get the spray can. It's like $12 a can. It only lasts like 5 minutes. Then you have to buy a new one. And it's to spray inside the machines and to clean things. I cleaned the computer the other day, completely caked in dust. So this feels good. It's nice and heavy. And not only does it suck, but it blows. That'll be on the after midnight show. So let's hear it for Fred, giving the Bass Guy Show a beautiful gift, a tool. Like I said, everything that comes to the show goes back into the show. So if you'd like to help out or whatever, you can always just get in touch with me on my website, which is bassguyshow.com. And if we look at it, you can see there's not much. You just scroll down and there's a website here, and it says bassguyvideos@gmail.com. You can get in touch with me there. There's also a tip button. I know, like, oh, I didn't know. There's a live button. There's photos. I got all my flipping a VPN. It slows down my. I pay $8,000 a month for the internet, and then my VPN slows it down. So these are all brand new photos. I'm just having fun relearning the computer and stuff like that. But that's not why we're here right now. I used to drive people. Oh, bubble wrap. Yeah, baby. Oh. Was it good for you? Was it good for you? Was it good for you? Oh my ear! Come on! Everybody knows at Christmas, it doesn't matter if you get the flippin' G.I. Joe aircraft carrier or Barbie's palace. Everybody plays with the bubble wrap. Oh, thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show. Cheers. Thanks, Pat. Oh, thank you, the guy over there on Canal Street watching without logging in. It's that feeling if you do something and you try to be yourself and you make something, you can feel people hating you. So let's open up this sucker. Whoa, this is awesome. So it comes with, I'm not joking, it comes with earbuds. It comes so you can put it in your ear so you don't hurt your ears? Weird. And it's got a whole bunch of like extensions, yeah baby, and brushes. So here it is. Oh, this is good. It's amazing what you can get nowadays. They make I don't usually buy lots of stuff. When I do, it's because I actually really, really need it. So the whole idea is your keyboard is full of crud and dirt and that time your sister, cousin's brother's niece came over and spilt, Coca-Cola all over the keyboard. You can spray it, and it's like a drill. It's USB. It's a huge USB battery, lithium or whatever, and you put it in. It's great for the environment, and you can clean stuff. So thank you. See what it means? So instead of just like tipping bass guy, if anyone tips, I'll go get stuff for the show. I'll think about it and we'll get stuff. So thank you. Thank you, Fred. Have to do, what was her name? Vanity or Vanessa White from that Wheel of Fortune or whatever. Oh wow, check this out. Got a vacuum cleaner thing here, and you can suck up the dust and you can clean things. It's great for guitars, family picnics, and all that kind of stuff. So let's hear, I like to make a big deal out of this stuff. Let's hear it for Fred. Oh man. Yeah, when you do a show like this, you try to, some part of you tries to please everybody, and you're trying to please the musicians, then you're trying to please all the internet video game people, and then maybe the people in town who think you're a loser because you're doing your own thing, and some people might like you, and there's all these different emotions and things going on, and it sucks. You can't please everybody. But thank you, Fred, man. It always just takes one or two people, good people, to help out. And for some reason, we lost the chat. I'm going to try to do the same thing. I'll go into the code here. This is for my friend. You know who you are. Bass guy loves you, no fear. Love is a funny kind of thing. It goes and comes when you're waiting in the rain. Love, 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 love. Look at the moon, it's playing scales like a jazzy kind of tune. Love, 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 love. La 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 la
Thank you.